Hey everyone! Alright, welcome to my channel. My name is Bobby, if you haven't been here before, and this is my best friend Sunny. Today's class is my Energizing Vinyasa flow, and I'm gonna be doing the limited mobility part. It's gonna be mostly on a chair and partially on the floor, and Sunny's gonna be demonstrating the full mobility Vinyasa flow. And we'll be working into shoulder stand. Because that's one of the inversions that I can also do. And I really like inversions right now. So we're going to get started with legs up the wall or legs on your chair. So if you're doing legs on the chair, just bring your legs up on the chair and lie on your back. And if you're doing legs up the wall, bring one hip as close to the wall as you can get it, and then just spin your legs up the wall and adjust as needed to get your butt as close to the wall as possible. Also, remember, always listen to your body. If you're feeling tired or just hurting in any way, nothing should be painful. You should feel sensation, but it shouldn't be painful. So if it is painful, take a step back. Or if you're feeling like overexhausted or overworked, just take a break, come into child's pose if you can take child's pose, or just lie down on your back if you're injured like I am right now. Alright, so everyone with their legs up the wall or legs on the chair. Lie on your back. You can bring the arms down by the sides at first, palms facing up. Let the eyes close. Tuck the chin slightly so the back of the neck is long. And begin to become aware of your breath. Just noticing it at first, not changing it quite yet. Just observing. Also observing how the body feels and all the points of which it's connected to something, where it's connected to the floor or the chair or the wall. And then all the points where it's not connected to anything. Just notice how it feels. Notice how the mind feels. Try not to make any attachments or judgments about any of these things. Just making observations. And then begin to deepen and lengthen the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Evening out the breaths so the inhales are as long as the exhales and the exhales are as long as the inhales. You'll notice the belly rise with every inhale and the chest rise. And then the chest lowers as you exhale and the belly lowers as well. Really let that belly pull in as close to the spine as you can get it at the bottom of the exhale. And then start to fill it up again, starting from the belly, all the way up into the upper chest till you can't inhale anymore, and then exhale. You can keep taking deep, even breaths just like that. Maybe even adding on your Ujjayi breath if it's in your practice, making the breath a little more audible. And then from here, bring hands to heart center. And begin to rub the palms together, creating some heat and friction. Now, nice and warm. And then place the left hand over your heart and the right hand right on top of it. Feel the heat of the hands on top of the heart. Using that pressure to help you feel a little more grounded and centered in. Connecting to the root and heart chakra. And then take your hands and just place them over the eyes. I have my glasses on right now, so it's kind of hard for me to feel the heat over my eyes, but try to notice the heat over your eyes as long as you don't have glasses on. And then open up the eyes underneath the hands in the darkness of your palms. And start to roll the eyes in clockwise. Just a couple times. And then counterclockwise. Just warming up and exercising the eyes. Connecting us to that third eye chakra. And then let the eyes close once again. Move the hands. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Bring your focus back to the breath. And try to set an intention with gratitude. Finding gratitude in your life, even though if you're going through a tough time right now, finding something that you're grateful for can really help you get through that tough time. So really think of some things that you are really grateful for, and then set an intention based on that. And I have a little quote. It's actually a Vietnamese proverb to start out and let you meditate on some gratitude in your practice. When eating fruit, remember the one who planted the tree. We'll take a few more deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, blink the eyes open. Move the hands down by the sides. And then we're going to move the body. If you have legs up the wall, move yourself away from the wall so that your legs can stretch out long in front of you. It's okay if you have to get up. We're going to move into Bananasana, which I don't know if that's actually the real name for it, but it's a side bend. So you're going to start, for those of you that are just lying flat on the floor, you're going to move your upper body to the right. Yeah, that'll be easier. Yeah. Upper body to the right, and then the legs also over to the right. But make sure both shoulders and both hips stay grounded. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can cross your left ankle over the right. And then you can also bring the arms overhead to clasp opposite elbows. And those of you using your chair, you can keep your legs on the chair. Just move the upper body to the right, clasp opposite elbows, breathe into the left side body. Keep both hips and both shoulders grounded for everyone. And then on your next inhale, move yourself through center, everyone, and over to the left side. So people with legs up the chair, bring the torso to the left, clasp opposite elbows overhead. Try to do the opposite one this time. And those of you on the floor, bring both the upper body and lower body over to the left. Keep both hips and shoulders grounded. Maybe cross right ankle over left to deepen the stretch. Really send the breath into that right side body. You can even maybe look over to the right if that feels okay on your neck. Inhale to come back to center. And then everyone reach yourself away from your chair if you're on your chair. And everyone lie on your back. I'm just moving my box out of the way so that I can put my feet under the chair. Alright, come on to the back once again. If you're on the chair, hug the right knee into the chest. Take a few deep breaths here. Feeling the leg and belly rise with every inhale, and then lower with every exhale. Then everyone bring the right arm out to a T or a cactus shape if you don't really have the space. Bring the left hand to the outer right leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, twist over to the left. So bring that right leg over towards the left side. Keep that right shoulder grounded. So your leg might not come all the way down, and that's okay. Gaze can be straight up at the sky or over the right shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. Really send your breath deep into the belly to help wring out those internal organs, releasing any toxins. Inhale to come through center and switch sides. It's going to take me a little bit to slip carefully. All right. Okay. So hug the left knee into the chest. Take a few deep breaths here, feeling the leg and belly rise with every inhale and lower with every exhale. This is really good for digestion, or if you have a stomach ache, it's really good to do these two poses together. This is called the wind removing pose. Because if you can guess, you can probably guess why. It helps relieve gas. All right. Bring the left arm out to a T or cactus shape. If you don't have room, palm faces the sky. Right hand comes to the outer right, left leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, let that left leg gently fall over to the right side. Keep that left shoulder grounded. Maybe look over the left shoulder if that feels okay on the neck. Breathe deep into the belly. Inhale through center. And then exhale, reach the legs out long in front of you. All right, so chair people. So floor people are going to stay on the floor. Chair people are going to sit up. Bring your chair a little closer in if you need. Place the hands on top of the chair. Legs out long in front of you underneath the chair. Keep the chest lifting high. Pull the belly in. And you're going to exhale to lift the legs. Inhale to lower. Do that a few times, moving with the breath, engaging the core. People on the floor are going to start to come into a hollow body on an inhale. And then exhale to lift up to a full boat, either with legs bent or straight to challenge yourself a little more. You can always have the hands on the floor if you need for that. And then to make it easier for chair people, you can come closer into the chair. So for both things, try to keep the chest lifted, lower on the inhales, and lift on the exhales. Let's do this a few more times. Keep that chest lifted. We don't have too much core stuff in today's class, so don't worry. You gotta give it where you can. And then exhale to lower the legs. Chair people or floor people are going to rock and roll to, or just make your way to two hands and knees. Chair people, you are going to get up on your chair, plant the feet on the earth, sit up nice and tall. And floor people, you're going to get on hands and knees in tabletop position, knees right underneath the hips, hands right underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingertips nice and wide, press into the palms to lift that back heart space up, and pull the belly in towards the spine, everyone. On an inhale, we're all going to lift our hearts, lift our hips for cat and cow. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Fill up the lungs. Exhale, round the spine and empty out the lungs. Keep moving with your breath. Make sure to inhale completely and exhale out everything out completely. And keep the belly button pulling in towards the spine, everyone. Then on your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. Sit up nice and tall, or just really pull the belly in, coming to a nice flat spine. Floor people, you're going to lift your left arm out in front of you, which is kind of hard to do in here. This room is like perfect for someone my height, but Sunny's a little bit taller than me, and unfortunately we can't do it the long way how I would like it because I can't video that way. So, all right, so lift the left arm out as best you can, right leg back behind you. You might need to bend your knee. Lift that right leg about hip height. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, curl your elbow in towards the knee. Chair people, you're going to bring the hands behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bring right knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. One last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Floor people, you're going to bring bend the right knee. Reach back for your foot with your left hand. Kick the foot into the hand, tiger pose. And chair people, you're going to step your feet forward as far as you can. Lift the left leg up and press the hips up. So it's kind of like a little wheel thing. Exhale, lower everything back down, and we'll do that all on the other side. So inhale, lift the opposite arm and leg. Inhale, lift the heart if you're in chair, arms back. Exhale, round the spine, curl left knee in. Inhale, extend, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. Inhale to extend, and then the full mobility people will go into your tiger pose, and limited mobility are gonna, this time on your left foot. I can't do my left foot, so I'm just gonna do my right again. So left foot is planted, right leg lifts, hip lifts. Exhale, lower. Sorry, I'm going to have to look at my notebook for this one because I'm basically teaching two classes at the same time. I've never done this before. Oh yeah, okay. So, for people, you're going to sit back on your heels, tuck the toes underneath. So we're coming into a toe stretch, which can be kind of intense. Make sure you get the pinky toe in there. You may need to bend it outward.
Manually.
Yeah, manually, like Sunny just did. And from here, we're going to stretch out the shoulders. This stretch can be kind of intense for some people, the toe stretch. So feel free to come out of it if you need to at any point. We're going to try to stretch out our shoulders, though, to kind of take our mind away from the feet. So everyone bring the arms out in front of you. Cross right elbow over left, right at the elbow creases. Either give yourself a big hug or lift the arms up so the backs of the hands touch, or wrap once more so that the palms touch, eagle arms. Lift the elbows as high as the shoulders. At the same time, roll the shoulder blades down the back, press the pinkies forward, and breathe. Sit up nice and tall. Pull that navel in toward the spine. Pull the ribs in. Send the breath into the back of that heart space and in between the shoulder blades and on top of the shoulders. And then release the arms. Reach them out in front of you once again. Left arm on top of right at the elbow creases. Either give yourself a big hug or bend the elbows and bring the backs of the hands to touch, or wrap once more so that the palms touch. Elbows lift shoulder height, shoulder blades roll down the back. Pinkies press forward. Sit up tall. Pull the belly in. And then release. And then people that are in your little toe stand, you can just, you can walk forward for just a moment. We're going to go back into it, but I want to give you guys a break because it can be intense. So pat the feet out a little bit on the floor. And then when you're ready, you can go back into your toe stand, and we're going to stretch out the shoulders some more. So I totally forgot to tell you about props you might need. So hopefully you grabbed them at the beginning. Otherwise, if you have a strap and if you like using a strap to stretch your shoulders, grab a strap or a towel. But you don't need them. You can always clasp onto the back of your shirt. All right, so if you're using a strap, take it in your right hand. Bring the right hand overhead, reach the right hand as far down your back as you can in between the shoulder blades. Then bring the left arm on top of that right elbow just to stretch it out at first, and you can stay right here, or bring the left arm out to the left, thumb facing down, bend the left elbow so it reaches up towards the right hand, either clasp onto the strap, your towel, belt, whatever you're using, or your shirt, or you can reach for your fingertips. Sit up nice and tall, pull the belly in. Try not to jut the ribs out. This left hand is going to want to push your ribs out. Oppose that by knitting your ribs in and using that core strength. And then also slightly press the back of the head into that right arm. Gomukhasana arms. Cow face pose. Well, cow face arms. Exhale, release the arms. Maybe shake your shoulders out a little bit, and then we'll switch sides. So if you're using a prop, bring it into the left hand. Bend that left elbow, reach that left hand as far down the back as you can. Right hand comes on top to give yourself a little assist, or you can just stay right here. If you'd like to, bring the right arm out to the right, thumb facing down. Bend the elbow, either clasping onto your strap, your shirt, your towel, belt, whatever you're using. Pull the ribs in, pull the belly in, sit up nice and tall. Breathe. Gently press the back of the head into that left arm. Chin lifts slightly. Exhale, lower. And the people that are on their mats can come forward and tap your feet out again to release them. And then, okay, floor people, make your way into plank pose. Just for a moment. Shoulders are right under, hands are right under shoulders. Tailbone lengthens back. Heels reach back, crown of the head reaches forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower down to the belly. Keep the elbows squeezing in towards the sides as you lower all the way down. And then we'll all do some cobras or baby cobras together. So chair people will reach the arms back. On an inhale, just lift the head and the heart. Maybe the hands if you're on the floor using only the back strength, baby cobra. Exhale, lower or come up if you're on a chair. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. One last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then people on the mat will step back to their downward facing dog. People on the chair will lean forward, arms reach up, Utkatasana. So, people on the floor can pedal through the feet a little bit. And you might be wondering, why are these two poses connected? Or maybe you're not, but I'm going to tell you. All right. So, Sunny, you're going to bend your knees deeply and lengthen the spine. So, these poses are basically the same shape, just flipped around. So, if you imagine Sunny's downward dog flipped up, she'd be making this shape. All right. So, we are in our downward dogs. Then from here, if you're on the mat, step your feet to the top of the mat. Feet come right underneath the hips. Fold over the legs. Just let the body dangle over the legs. Maybe clasp opposite elbows. And chair people will, if you want, you can either keep the knees bent or work towards straightening the legs and fold. You can clasp opposite elbows. Let the spine round. If you're in Utkatasana, on at the top of the mat, you can bring as much of a bend in the knees as you need. Really make sure the head and neck are relaxing completely, so maybe shake it yes and no. Maybe sway a little bit from side to side. I just have to be careful not to put pressure in my left leg. And then from here, release the arms down if you clasp them, and everyone roll up the spine. Shoulder blades roll down the back, and head comes up last. Palms spin open. From here, inhale, reach the arms up overhead, everyone. Clasp all fingers except the index fingers. Take an inhale. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Side bend to the left on exhale. Inhale, center. Baby back bend. Reach those fingertips as far back as you can. Keep the belly engaged. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Step back to your downward facing dog on an exhale, or your Utkatasana if you're in a chair. Then inhale, forward to plank if you're on the floor. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And chair people will come into chair cobra. That's what this is called. Exhale, downward facing dog or Utkatasana. On an inhale, if you're in your downward facing dog, lift the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, step that right foot forward in between your hands, ground through the back heel, align front heel with the arch of the back foot, cartwheel your arms up, warrior two. So if you're in your chair, I want to do right leg first, so I'm going to face the back. You're going to turn yourself to the right. Right leg is on the chair facing the right side of the chair. Left leg is open about 90 degrees. Arms out to a T. Make sure your heart is aligned right over the hips. Everyone engage the core. Look over the right fingertips. On an inhale, flip the front palm. Reach the left arm back. Right arm overhead. Reverse warrior. Inhale, come up through your warrior two. Reach those fingertips as far forward as you can on an exhale. And then either bring the right elbow to the thigh or the right hand to the inside of the right foot or outside if you're in the chair. It works better that way. Or on a block. Flip the palm over so that when you bring it over your ear, it points down towards the ground. Side angle. Spin the heart open. Maybe look up towards the left hand. Inhale, come up through center, keep reaching forward for those of you that are on the floor, and then you're gonna make your way into half moon. So bring those right fingertips about 6 to 12 inches in front of that right pinky toe, kick the left leg up, stack left hip on top of right, engage that left leg, reach the heart open. And if you are on your chair, you're going to swing this left leg forward and bring it in towards you for a little bit of a hamstring stretch. And then exhale, make your way back to your warrior twos. Cartwheel the hands down, frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog, chair people, step to your Utkatasana. Then move through a vinyasa if you'd like. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra or chair cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog or Utkatasana. Then from here, inhale, lift the left leg up if you're in your down dog. Step it forward in between the hands. Ground through the back heel and cartwheel the arms up, warrior two. And chair people, you'll just move your left leg out. I'm going to make sure it's lifted so I don't put any weight on it. And then right leg opens up about 90 degrees. Arms out to a T. Hips are trying to square off. Sunny's like to the back wall. Mine are trying to square off this way. Heart is above hips. Look over left fingertips. On an inhale, flip the front palm and reach the left arm up towards the sky. reverse warrior. Inhale through center, warrior 2. Exhale, reach those left fingertips forward as far as you can. Either bring forearm to thigh or left hand down to the earth on the inside of the leg if you're on the floor, or to the outside, either on a block or the floor if you are on a chair. Right arm reaches overhead, palm facing down, heart spins open. And then, if you are on the floor, step that left hand slightly in front of the left foot. Step the right foot up. Stack right hip on top of left. Half moon. Make sure to engage that top leg. Flex the toes. Spin the heart open. And then if you are in your chair, spin around to the left side of your chair. Reach that right leg up. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, lower, reach back to your warrior 2. Then step back to your downward facing dogs or your Utkatasana. Stay here or move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, everyone. That's exhale, downward facing dog or Utkatasana. Then from here, bring the gaze forward, bend through the knees. You can step or maybe lightly hop to the top of your mat if you're on the floor. Exhale, fold over the legs, everyone. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand or rise to sit, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Interlace all fingers except the index fingers. Try to bring opposite thumb on top that you did before. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, little back bend. Reach those fingertips back. Keep the belly engaged. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale, plant the palms and step back to your downward facing dog or your Utkatasana. Then from here, move through your vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heart, everyone. Exhale, Utkatasana or downward facing dog. And then from here, we're going to turn ourselves, or actually, floor people, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. If you'd like to come into your wild thing here, you can, but I don't really think we really have enough room, so we're just going to skip it. So if you know how to do that, then go ahead and do it. If you don't worry about it. And chair people, you're going to inhale the arms up, exhale, hands to heart center. You take an inhale, sit up tall, exhale, twist to the right. Hook the left elbow onto the right thigh. And then from here, floor people, step that right leg forward in between the hands. Ground through the back heel, but this time align heels with one another so that foot should turn in at about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reach the arms up, warrior 1. Hips are nice and square. Right hip is pulling back, left hip pulls forward. Chair people, you're going to step your right leg open towards the right side of your mat. Face that right leg and inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Then from here, everyone interlace the hands behind the low back. Take note of what thumb you put on top. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold to the inside of the front leg. Reach those hands up. Humble warrior. I think the chair version is harder for me for some reason. And then use those hands to guide yourself back up. And then, floor people, keep yourself folding forward. Come up on the back heel and make your way into toppling tree. So it's kind of like standing splits, but with your hands interlaced. It's kind of a challenging balance pose. So here, I can do it on this side. So it's pretty hard to do. But yeah, your hands are interlaced and you're just gonna lift that left leg up and lean the heart forward. Toppling tree. It's really hard to do.
If you have the wall, you can use your phone.
Yeah, I think I actually do it better because I know I'm injured on this leg, and if I fall, I'll hurt myself. But usually I'm really bad at that pose. All right, so if you made it to your toppling tree, step that left foot back, out wide, toes point out, heels point in into your goddess pose. So you're gonna spin to center. Yeah. And then chair people are also going to bring their legs out wide, toes point out, heels point in, arms reach up to a cactus shape. Take an inhale. As you exhale, round the spine and bring the palms together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale to lift. Floor people, bring the hands to frame the front foot. And step back to your downward facing dog. Option to move through a vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, everyone lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog or Utkatasana if you're in your chair. From here, inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Bend the left knee. Open up the hip. Feel free to move into Wild Thing if you have room. Then from here, exhale, chair people, bring hands to heart center. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the left. I have to be careful on this side. Press the palms into one another. Look back towards the left elbow. Floor people, step that left foot forward in between the hands. Ground through the back heel at about a 45-degree angle. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Warrior one. Chair people, step that left leg out to the left. Right leg open. Inhale the arms up. Try to point the body towards, bring that navel towards the left leg. Reach the arms back. Interlace the hands. Try to do opposite thumb on top than you did before. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold to the inside of the front leg or just over the front leg if you're on your chair. Floor people, you can lift the back heel and choose to take toppling tree if you'd like. Or skip it altogether, it doesn't matter. And then step back so that your feet are wide. Toes are pointing out, heels are pointing in, goddess pose. Everyone make your way to goddess. Arms up in your cactus shape. Take an inhale. Exhale, round the spine, bring the arms together. Pull that belly button in. Inhale up, exhale round. One last time, inhale up, exhale round. Inhale to center, lift up. And then chair people can just make their way to their Utkatasana. Floor people, bring the hands to frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog. And then everyone has a chance to move through their vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Everyone lift the heart. Exhale, downward dog or Utkatasana. And then people that are on the floor can lower the knees to the earth. Big toes touch, knees are either wide or together. Reach your hips back towards the heels, child's pose. And if you're in your chair, you can just fold over your bent legs. Maybe even bring the feet wide, a little wider so you can fold in between them. And just take a few deep breaths here. Allowing the body to slow down, the heartbeat to slow down, the breath to slow back down. And then if you are on the floor, press your hips up to your downward facing dog. Then roll the body forward so shoulders come over wrists, plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Elbows squeeze in. And if you're on your chair, you are also going to come onto the floor now. And we're gonna get rid of the chair. We're done with it. Chair's gotten rid of. Alright. So we're all on our bellies now. Alright. If you can press the tops of the feet into the earth, reach the arms back behind you. On an inhale, you're gonna lift just the heart and the head up off the earth. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Half locust. Exhale, lower. Bring left ear to the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then bring head back to center. You're going to take the hands and bring them underneath the hips or underneath the legs. Arms are straight. Palms are on the earth. Pinkies touch. Keep the chin and chest on the earth, but inhale, just lift the legs up. Half locust with the bottom half. Exhale, lower. Bring right ear to the mat. Release the arms out to the sides. Inhale, bring head back to center. Now we're going to move into full locust. On an inhale, lift the head, heart, and the legs. Reach the legs back. Bring the gaze out on the floor about 2 feet in front of you so the back of the neck is nice and long. Exhale, lower, left ear to the mat. And now you have the option to move into locust once again, or if you have the mobility, you can move into bow pose. So bring the head to center, reach the arms back. If you're moving into bow, bring the hands to the feet or ankles, squeeze the legs towards one another so they don't open up wide. On the inhale, everyone lift. If you're in your bow pose, kick the feet into the hands, breathe into the belly. You might even find yourself rocking back and forth. If you're in locust, gaze, the back of the neck is nice and long. Legs are lifted, heart is lifted. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. Right ear to the mat. Arms reach down by the sides. And then from here, we're going to make our way onto our backs. Bring the arms out to a T or a cactus shape if you don't have the space. Legs at about a 90-degree angle. Take an inhale. As you exhale, gently let the legs fall over to the left. Right shoulder stays grounded. Gaze is either straight up at the sky or over the right shoulder as long as that feels okay in your body. You can bring the left hand to the outer right thigh for a little bit of a self-assist if you'd like. Breathe into the belly. Just want to neutralize the spine after our back bending. Inhale, bring the legs through center. Exhale, gently let them fall to the right. Left shoulder stays grounded. Right hand can come to left thigh. Gaze up at the ceiling or over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back through center. And now we're going to make our way into our shoulder stand. Well, we're first going to come into plow. So I'm just going to make sure I have enough room behind me. Lower onto the back. Bring the arms down by the sides and lift the legs up over. Bring the feet behind you. Try to tuck the toes under. If your feet don't reach all the way down, that's okay. Then you're going to start to bring the legs up toward, or bring the hands to the upper back as far as you can. And then lift the legs up towards the sky. Shoulder stand. We'll hold this for a few breaths. Try to breathe deep into the belly. Press the hips back. Do not look from side to side in this pose. Should have mentioned that before. You can always come in and out of it as you like, or just try and hold it. I just like to hold this pose longer, especially right now. I like to have my leg up above my heart when I can. And then if you're ready, start to lower the legs back down into your plow pose. Arms reach down towards the earth. We'll take a few breaths here. Maybe if you can bend the knees, bring them by the ears. Ear pressure pose. But it's just an option. And then when you're ready, start to slowly roll the spine down, starting from the upper back, middle back, lower back. Bring the hands underneath the hips as you're doing this. Legs out long, and then heart lifts into your fish pose. So press into the elbows, head reaches back, and then exhale, lower. Release the hands. If you'd like, you can come into happy baby. I'm just going to do half happy baby. So bring the knees out wide towards each shoulder. Hands can either come to the backs of the thighs, outer calves, outer ankles, or around the feet. Flex the feet, maybe rock a little bit back and forth like Sunny's doing. Make sure to lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. If you'd like, you can try to straighten one leg at a time, or maybe both, if you have the room. And then everyone hug everything in towards center. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then exhale, lower legs out long in front of you, arms down by the sides. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the back. Tuck the chin so the back of the neck is nice and long. Let the eyes close and let the face relax completely. Uncrinkle the forehead. Relax the jaw. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes sink deep into their sockets. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders. Relax the upper arms, the lower arms, the palms, and each finger. Relax the belly. Relax the hips. Relax the thighs and the calves and shins, the feet and every single toe. Let the breath return to its normal, natural state, releasing any breath control. Notice any thoughts that come to mind, but then let them go, allowing you to clear your mind. Focus only on relaxation. Hear the sounds around you. Hear the sound of your breath. Not making any attachments or judgments about them, just noticing. Feel the body where it's connected to the floor, the earth. And feel the parts that are not connected to anything. Feel the air around you. Feel yourself taking up space and allowing the benefits from today's practice to soak up into your body and your mind like a sponge. Shavasana.
Okay.
Sorry. I just have to end with a couple more things. Make sure to follow Crux on Instagram and Facebook and come make an appointment if you need to, if you're ever in Milwaukee. They're really awesome and I can't wait to get back there and teach. Also, remember my next week class is yoga for cyclists on Tuesday. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yin and Yang Yoga, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursdays. And this class every Saturday, Energizing Vinyasa, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Please let me know if there's anything that you'd like to work on in any future classes on here or on Instagram or Facebook or email. And donate if you can. All right, thank you. Bye.